of torture, but so delicious too. This is my office, my web, my stage, where I entertain, and they never complain. Think you know me? Ha! You're in control. You fit the role. Want to own me? Ha! Make them wait. Come in, close the door.
What took you so long? I don't have all day.
Be silent. You'll speak when spoken to.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The session hasn't started yet. Okay. Gotta send this. Done. Oh, come on.
No phones in my dungeon.
I gotta take this. It's an emergency. You made me wait. Now you can wait. Yeah, honey. What is it? Pick up what? Why can't you pick it up? It takes that long to do your hair. Look, I'm about to go into a meeting. I don't have time to... Yes! All right. Hold on. Oh. Go ahead. Tampax, Diet Sprite, Cosmo. Anything else, my dear? Bye. I swear to God, one day. Who are you?
I'm...
Where's Mistress Tosca?
She's...
What?
Sick, out with a cold. I'm taking her clients today. You'll session with me, Mistress Salome.
Salome? Huh. You know what I like. Did Tosca fill you in?
Bondage, slapping, pinching.
And verbal.
Right, verbal. So go back and change, you disgusting sack of pig shit, before I beat you to a bloody pulp!
Oh my. Got a mouth on you.
That's what you pay for.
Pay for abuse? What a joke. It's not even lunch, and I've had a totally lousy day. What's up? Whoa. No, no, no. Hey.
No phones, my dungeon, my rules.
I better get that back. Oh.
Big man, tough guy, but you come here to have your bottom spanked like a naughty little boy.
You got it wrong. Coming here makes me harder, tougher.
Is that so?
Like Darwin said, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
You mean Nietzsche?
Nietzsche, Darwin, whatever. Charlie Darwin got it right. To thrive in a jungle, a man's gotta fight, a man's gotta kill. And that takes iron will. And that takes iron will. A man needs control, he needs rules. He may play a part, but never the fool. A man needs power, he needs clout. The boss will decide who's in and who's out. A man needs the law, he needs jail. Show contempt for the judge, and body, you fail. A man needs discipline or he'll never win. A man must be punished or else he's finished. A man needs to be whipped or stripped or squeezed or teased or spanked or mocked or clogged or pinched or kicked or pricked or beaten, till he's black and blue. And for $270 an hour, this man needs you. This man needs you. This man needs you.
You keep singing, you get the ball gag. Change in the back.
You got the script. You know your role.
Are you questioning me?
Good.
Wait, what's your safe word?
Mimi, my wife's name.
Mimi, sweet. Pain and release, torture and tease, worry and please, I will fulfill your deepest needs. You strip, I sneer and whip, you leer, the ritual humiliation is sweeping the nation, and don't you just love it, my dear? I pinch, you groan, you flinch, I'm stone, I slap, you sigh, you snap, I lie, it's so excruciating, we should be celebrating, but don't you ever do it alone, my pleasure, your pain, your leisure, my gain. It hurts so exquisitely. I'm so glad you could visit me. Would you like to come over again? Pain and release, torture and tease. The curtain has fallen.
She sang so sweetly.
I was a sensation.
She looked so pretty.
Standing ovation.
Watching her undress.
Roses, tears,
Hiding in a corner.
Now I am alone.
Not making a sound.
What's that I hear?
Oh no!
Is someone here?
Must go!
Aha! An intruder! Not so fast, little girl.
Please let me go!
Who are you?
My name is...
You can squeeze me tighter.
Oh! My name is... Polly Puddle Panties.
What are you doing in my dressing room? Polly Puddle Pennies.
I heard you sing and I had to see you.
You didn't answer my question, Polly.
You naughty little bitch.
You naughty little bitch.
Ow! You're hurting my arm, mistress!
I'll hurt more than your arm, Polly.
You dirty little whore.
You dirty little whore. Now you're going to get what all smelly, filthy, dirty little sluts get when they sneak into dressing rooms. A good hard spank on the bottom.
Oh, please, mistress, have mercy! I'm sorry! If you spank my bottom, I might go pee-pee. Or worse, number 2.
Too late, Polly Puddle Pennies. Bad girls must be punished. Say yes, mistress.
Yes.
Yes, who?
Yes, Mistress Salome.
No, Polly Puddle Pennies. You're on the rack.
Mistress Salome.
What is it, you nauseating piece of filth?
Never mind. Just do it.
First, a little peddling. I'm gonna make your little bum red and raw and hot.
Yes, mistress.
Bad girl. Now you will feel the bite of my whip. Like, don't you ever spy on a diva when she's undressing.
Stop.
Polly
Stop.
Puddle Pennies.
Stop.
You want nipple clamps, candle wax, Swedish monkey.
No.
Are you saying your safe word?
No.
Well,
It's not working. I don't even like opera. I'm bored, numb, jaded. The exhilaration of humiliation has faded. I've tried everything. Been spanked by a horny school teacher, probed by a sadistic nurse, strip searched by a lady cop, even beaten and robbed and left for dead by a junkie hooker. I want more intensity. I want the ultimate high. Put your hands here, around my throat.
no, I don't do breath play. No choking, no smothering, no throat gag.
Okay, then maybe I want to be on top.
No, I only do dumb. I don't do bottom.
You'll do whatever I want. I'll pay you double.
This session is over. You're not respecting the rules.
There's only one rule. I pay, you you do?
All right, we're done.
I don't think so. In fact, I think we'll switch. You know what a switch session is, don't you? It means we switch. I'm on top, and you're my bitch. Switch! What's your safe word? I get to scratch, and you are the itch. Switch! What's your safe word? What's your safe word? What's your safe word?
I know the switch, only done.
What's your safe
You
word?
don't get my safe word. Okay, I'm going to release you. Then you change back into your suit and get out of my dungeon. Understood?
Fine. All right. I know you're tired. Pretty girl, not too dumb. Studied hard, missed all the fun. Looked back on your life, saw what a waste. Life was a banquet that you didn't taste. Decided to have a second life, a little lie, a secret side, a tiny door where you can hide inside. You know my type. Alpha boss, ladies man. Do what I like because I can. Reach deep within and feel no thrill. Life is a wine I drunkenly spill. Decided to have a second life, a secret side, an inner lie, a tiny door where I can hide inside. I want to get inside you and find you. I want to find your borders, your corners. Back you in a corner, my corner. We're in a corner, pressing close, pressing close. It's small inside where we hide. It's small inside where we hide. You and me. We're the same type wrapped in disguise. Here it's truth, outside it's lies. We agree to have a second life, a special side, a private code, a secret key unlocks the door where you hide.
Let go!
No.
You're hurting my arm!
How does it feel?
Let go!
Maybe if you beg.
Let me go! Ah!
Beg me on your knees. What the fuck is your safe word?
No! don't own me. Think you know me? I know you. You come here to be dominated, but you can't hide your hatred. Your cringing is a kind of swagger. Your begging is a command. Your submission is my slavery. You think I'm trash, a tool, something to be used and tossed, just a commodity. You're property. Oh, think you know me? Want to own me? Get to know me. Look into these eyes and see what I am. I'm out of your price range. A pretty pink doll you cannot buy. Knock me down, but I will rise. There's a million more behind me too. I'm your mother, your wife, your daughter, your mistress, your sister, your teacher, your angel, your devil, your God. I'm everything to you. Is this part of the game? What about the rules? Who's in charge? Where is it going? I despise his dead eyes, his sour breath, my death, so I am my wit, and the blood comes around in my head. Ever since you were a girl, you knew this day was coming. A murderer knocks, you open the door and meet your glory. Glory. Now you know me. No one owns me. What about you? What the fuck are you? Cash and a dick, a sack of shit with a money clip. You're my 2 o'clock session, and your time is nearly up. You're my father, my lover, my son, my trick, my slave, my student, my wit, my plaything, my tool, my tool, my tool!
Oh, yes, Mr. Solomon!
You're a commodity, my
stop.
property!
Wait, stop! Oh, yes, Mr. Solomon!
You're a commodity!
Stop! Can't breathe!
My property!
Can't breathe!
Now you know, now you know, now
don't need to tip.
Shouldn't you stay dead?
It's your first time.
Oh, right. Wow, that was what I never felt such.
First time is very intense.
Hope I didn't hurt you.
You can't. I'm trained.
I always wanted to know what it would be
How
like.
you know?
I suppose. Are you still on the clock?
I am.
Lie down, play dead until I go. I paid for it. I want to savor